Hello my owners, this is Fanboy and welcome to your daily dose of Starcraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today's game is brought to you by HomeStorCup. I was having a brain fart there. HomeStorCup, the most recent one that took place in 2015. I think it's number 5, maybe? I don't remember. I remember clearly watching the first one and watching this most recent one. Let me get you into the game by introducing the map and the players. The map is DuskTowers, and the players today are as followed. In the top right-hand position, playing as our purplish Zerg, it's the one, the only Scarlett. And her opponent today is going to be none other than the Frenchman himself. And his name is extremely hard to pronounce for me. He plays for my insanity. It is PtitDrogo. And PT is probably French for something. I'm just not going to try to pronounce it because I'm going to butcher it like nothing other. And Scarlett, as we all know, is playing for Acer. She's played for Acer for an extremely long period of time that I remember. These two players are very, very well matched. Drogo is an up-and-coming Protoss player. He played in DreamHack in 2014. He qualified for WCS, defeating, I think it was Polt? No, I have to look real quick. Hang on. It was Snoot. It was Snoot that he qualified for WCS 2015. And this year, he's off to a pretty good start. So we're going to see what he can accomplish. Currently, both of these players are doing the pretty usual. Drogo did start out by building 2 gateways and then a cyber core and expanding. Of course, Scarlett, on the other hand, just got her pull up, is getting 2 queens, and has expanded twice now, starting her natural first and then moving on to a third. Both pretty much popping almost together, but not quite. Drogo is working on gateway research, just got a mothership core out and 2 lovely stalkers, and is trying to shoot down this poor little overlord. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I can't do Overlord to save my life. The only person I know that can do a pretty good Overlord is Husky. And I am definitely not Husky. It looks like Drogo wants to do some early pressure. Moves out with, it looks like 3 stalkers and his mothership core. Oh, there she is. That little 60 little beast. Passes right over the unexpected Zergling. The Zergling is scouting around for more proxy than anything else, and that Overlord might actually be First Blood. And that Overlord is First Blood. The poor Overlord dies to say, hey Scarlett, you have enemy forces right outside your base. Scarlett, I do know her creep spread in most every single game that I've ever seen her do is extremely, extremely good. Warp Gate research is about to finish up for Drogo, so he can warp in units after deal for the most part. Drogo does not want to lose any of these stalkers. 1 stalker lost, or even all 4 of them, would be an absolutely devastating blow to him in this early part of the map. But if you can kill one of these queens and not lose any stalkers, and he does not lose any, that is quite a shocker. One did come very close to dying, but is still quite alive. 32 health on that one. But it looks like Drago got his third up. Scarlett and Drago are even on bases right now, and Zerg never likes that. Slow lanes, lane speed, or medical ball boost, as it is called, is about to be finished, and it is done. So these Zergers are wanting to go in for the attack. It looks like 1 or 2, 3 stalkers went down, I want to say. Yeah, 3 stalkers. But there are sentries and 2 depths here to round out the army. If we look at... Oops. Wrong hotkey. If we look at the army supply, it's relatively even. Drago does have a little bit of an army lead. Drones... Scarlett is up by almost 10. And no workers killed quite yet. So we're looking at a pretty macro heavy game at the most part. Zealot Speed is about to finish up, a Warp Prism is about to finish up, and also the Templar Archives. Will it be for Storm or will it be for Archons? Or both? Zerglings want to try to get in here and do some type of economical damage. Scarlett does put them on hold command and leaves them for a while, but they are trapped in here for the most part. It looks like 3 of them out of that dozen, or half a dozen or so, will survive. But meanwhile, you have a Warp Prism moving out with 4 depths in it. This Overseer was able to spot that drop, I would assume. But that Warp Prism can do quite a bit of damage. Take out a Queen, take out a bunch of drones. If they can get the Queen and get a couple drones, they have pretty much paid for themselves. But it looks like they're going to get the world out of there after killing 2 drones. Now it is 2 versus 0 losses. You have High Templar on the field, but no Storm quite yet. A healthy number of gateways, and yeah, he has quite a few gateways, it looks like. Storm is not researched quite yet. He has... Ooh. You have the good old Death Ball, as I like to call it, because Protoss Death Ball, it is a ball that shoots out death. Disruptor count is slowly going to climb. He does have 1 Immortal out, and he has a healthy number of sentries out as well. Wanting to push out that creep from Scarlett, but it looks like the good old lurker is here. Roaches have been out for a while, but simultaneous attacks from Drago, a drop in the main, and a serious push at Scarlett's, I want to say, 4th. So that the main attack is going to go bye-bye. It's going to be withheld. The secondary attack is going to kind of whimper out, but it has done quite a bit of damage. 4 drones killed overall. That is 6 to 4, and workers is, wow. Scarlett has 92 workers. Oh, that's quite a few workers there, bud. 89 to 69 at the moment. Scarlett does have a small lead in army at the moment, but a lot of it is highly invested in roaches. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lurkers out, and 1 single Hydra that unfortunately was not able to, I don't know, get turned into a lurker. I don't know where I was going with that. But that Disruptor is gonna pretty much die. The 4th for Drago is under attack at the moment, but that Oh, that disruptor got killed before the energy ball could go off. But zealots, charged zealots, are still extremely effective. Just slaughtering this army with the 4 Archon DPS. It's just massacre for all these roaches and these lings. I do not know where the lurkers went, really. Another warp prism is out for Drago. Drago wants to do simultaneous attacks, wants to split up that army, wants to make headway in clearing out the creep, and that is what he is doing currently with that observer. Trying to move up to Scarlett's 4th, and there are 5 being burrowed. I don't know if they'll be able to flank themselves. That one pretty much is not going to be able to. But right now you have a large main attack going on at the 4th of Scarlett, and a drop in the main, pretty much uncontested, only by one roach and a single zergling. But that roach should be able to clean that attack up, and the main attack at Scarlett's 4th has been pretty much with a pulse, is what you would call it. But Drago is not done. Drago wants to kill as many units as humanly possible at this 4th. But Vipers come out of nowhere, pulling all of the disruptors into the spine of the lurkers, and there goes another one. But Vipers consuming a extractor, as they are called. But it looks like they're feasting off the 4th. They don't want to do that too much. But another drop coming out of between the main and 3rd. But it's cleaned up pretty quickly. She did lose, I think, a queen at that and a couple roaches. But she is kind of being picked apart slowly and by surely by all these drops and main attacks by Drago. Drago now has a pretty large army. Storm is on the way, and 3 disruptors are being produced at a time, and you have just a ton of mortals coming out trying to take the DPS war back into Drago's favor. Roaches are extremely tanky. Combined with Zerglings, they are semi-unstoppable. But another counterattack by the Zerglings are going to... Yeah, they're going to cancel that Nexus being built and force a cannon and another pylon out of Drago. So he does lose kind of a few resources here and there. But both sides have the resources to spare. But the Vipers do spot this warp prism, but it does look like Scarlett's paying quite a bit of attention. 4 Zealots is nothing to really scoff at, but the army of Scarlett is going to clean this up. Losing a couple Zerglings in the process and a spine, but nothing too major. But Drago is pushing back all of Scarlett's creep, coming right into... I mean, he can take this army pretty easily with all the DPS that he has. Disruptor shots coming out. Disruptors being pulled into friendly storms and being annihilated by friendly storms. But where are these lurkers going? They need to burrow. Stop unburrowing and burrowing. You need to burrow. Guardian Shield on these immortals are like nothing you will ever see, but it looks like Scarlett does GG. Wow. Woo. That was an intense game. That was a very intense game. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up on the video. And if you watched this far ahead, all the way through this video, I want to congratulate you, because well, not a whole lot of people do it. About 30% of the people that watch these videos do watch all the way through. And I want to thank all of you for doing so. And if you are one of those 30% that hasn't subscribed, please do so. It helps me out a ton. Helps me keep doing what I am doing. And click that like button. It helps me push these videos higher up in the search ranking. And share the video. Tell your friends about me. I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. So I will see you guys in the next cast. Bye.